Hello everyone, welcome to episode 4, season 1. I forgot which episode it was. So we're in the transfer window, it's January 3rd, and we're going to start, giving new contracts out, potentially signing players depending on how it works, and hopefully get through the entire month of January. We've got an FA Cup tie against, not Aston Villa, Crystal Palace coming up, and there's 4 league games, and I can't exactly remember who they're all against, but I don't think there are any major teams that are in there. So, as you all know from the last part, Scott McTominay was my number 1 signing. He was my number 1 transfer target. That's what I meant to say. So I put in a 45 mil bid, going up to 65. Now, I don't think we're actually going to get him because I don't want to go any higher than 65. I think that's a ridiculous amount of money. So, as part of that, I also decided to put in a loan offer for Coop Miners. Now, I wanted him for 2 years, but Juventus are only willing to do a short-term loan, so we might end up getting him in. Now, I didn't realise he was an attack midfielder. I thought he was a defensive midfielder, but apparently he's attacking one. But maybe he can play there. I don't know. Up on top of that, we have João Gomes. I put in a 20 mil bid for him, going up to 30. So we'll see how this one goes. I think visiting Wolves might not necessarily be a bad thing. Now, I remember I did say I wanted a British core, plus Irish, and probably Australian, New Zealand and all that, but that was from the youth academies. So that's where that idea was coming in. But for now, because we're pretty desperate with how we're going, we need another midfielder. Sorry, I'm choking. We need another midfielder, and we just don't have any of those players out on loan or in the youth academy at the moment. We have nothing to go off, so that's unfortunate. And then the other option, which was someone who we were linked to during the summer, was Ederson from Atalanta. So I put in a 30 mil bid for him, going up to 45, but I say we probably get for 36. I'm not sure if I'm going to get Amrabat. If I'm absolutely desperate in this window, I will go get him, but at the moment, Leeds. Okay, right. So, just a review of the table. I'm 9th. Leeds are 14th. And there's only 5 points in it. So, if we lose here, we're kind of cooked. If we win, we'll be getting close to those European positions. And this team, again, we're going with our 4-3-3. We don't have a lot of options in terms of where players can play. So, in fact, I might actually put Martinez in midfield there just for this game. Ahmad's absolutely balked. Like, we don't have a lot of rotation available for us, which isn't good. But that's the problem with having a small squad. And I won't mind, I haven't sold anyone. This is Amram's squad as well, so it's a small squad by default. I didn't have a choice. The only person that's gone is Malacia. Oh yeah, fuck, I filled in the Excel sheet. I probably need to show everyone that, but I mean, it doesn't mean much, this part of the career mode. It's more or less the final episode of every season, if that matters. Okay, we're playing some silky stuff here. Get that to what's his name? Not Martinez. Xerxes. That's who I meant to say. Oh my god, I'm tripping over my own words. I'm not having a good start to this. That is a terrible cross from Paymo. That is... Right, here we go. We're coming back on the attack. Xerxes won the ball there. There's no one looking for her. Guys, come on. I know Xerxes is out of position. He's the one that won the ball, so I'm not necessarily giving out by him, but no one else was looking for that pass. Oh Jesus, Mainu. You're lucky Fernandez got that, man. I would have been very cranky with you. Oh, that's a good ball to Cunha. Oh, that's unlucky that didn't go in. Okay, we got a straight ball here. Xerxes not in position, and Mbemo just did not cut that back. I did ask him to, but of course he didn't. Right, half time, it's 0-0. Our crosses have been absolutely shocking. Like, they've been really bad. It's causing issues with the attack. But 0-0 at half time. That seems to be very common for us. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, that's a brilliant tackle from De Ligt there, because Dan James has absolutely destroyed us. And, oh, off the crossbar. Oh, my goodness. That was a... Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, De Ligt, you got lucky. You got so lucky there. Right, I'm going to do something drastic here, because this isn't working. We're going to go to Amram's system, and we're going to see if we can pull this off. Alright, this is what we're going with here. We're going to keep Martinez in midfield. We're going to try Cunha at wing back. Shaw and Delo drop to centre back. Xerxes drop into that shadow striker role. Sesko's going up top. We're going to see how this goes now. Okay, here we go. Sesko, I wanted you to get back post there, but of course you're not going to do that. Fucking Bemo, hit that. Xerxes done well to get that header there, but I think this game's ending 0-0. Oh, there ain't no way. There ain't no way. There ain't no way. Oh, fuck off. Right, well, that's done. I'm not even going to try. I'm not even going to try win that. Last second. No point. Oh, fuck me. I can't believe that. I would have liked you to play. I don't think you would have won if you played. But still. Everton won Cheeto Obi. I don't know. I'm just going to delegate and then decide when the delegation comes back. Oh, yeah, shit. I was supposed to do these contracts. So there's 3 contracts expiring. Heaton, I'm just going to let go. I don't need him. Maguire and Casemiro are on the other hand. So they're both allegedly on 88,000 a week. I think that's a lot of shite. I think they're actually on a lot more. I'm not sure whether I want to get rid of them or not. Casemiro, I'm thinking I might just let him expire because he's going to... Maguire, on the other hand, might be helpful to us, although I haven't really used him this season. In fact, if we go to the squad hub now, we can have a look at the stats and just check the appearances. Casemiro's played 14 times, got 1 goal, 1 assist. Where is Maguire? He's played 8 times. Might be better off just letting him go. That might be a player. And we have a player returns from loan. Harry Amas. Why has Harry Amas come back to us? I wasn't ready to play him. That's not necessarily great. And now Dele is not he's not up to speed. I was hoping he'd stay well, but unfortunately he's fallen below the required level for me. Which means not a single one of those players in the youth academy are going to be getting promoted. And if I go to the scouts here, I think it's still the same scouts, which I'm not sure if this is a glitch or not. But I think it just means that I'm just going to have to invest in these scouts and then hope to get a new one. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to buy a scout. I'm not going to use him because he's terrible. And then the next set are terrible as well. Although the judgment, on the other hand, gets me better players. So I'm happy enough with that. And now I'm just going to fire this guy. So I think we're kind of stuck with this now. But at least then we can send off some scouts. We'll send them off for 3 months each to 2 locations at the end of the month. So we'll do that on February 1st. So that'll be the last thing we do in the video. And we need to decide what countries we're going to. And I think Coop Miners is signed for us on loan. Yes, he has. Okay, right. Well, that was easy. All I've done was put in a bit. I think we're giving him 60k a week, which is cheap enough on loan. So that solves our midfield issue, hopefully. In the other department, we have the Portuguese FA want me. Oh, it's a women's team, is it? Yeah, no. I'm not necessarily interested in doing anything like that. Edison have rejected us. Our initial offer 30 mil is too low. I disagree with that. Alright, so Coop Miners agreed a short-term move to our club. Alright, so there's no obligation to buy or potential to buy. This guy is literally just a short-term loan. So that means that we can relax in terms of trying to get other people in here. Now, again, as I said, I did think he was a defensive midfielder. Can he play defensive midfield? He can. Okay. That's good. That's a positive for me. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try to loan out Diego Leon because we have a mass back now, so I don't actually need Leon to play here. So we're going to try and just add to the loan list there. We'll keep a mass, so he'll be back up to Dorgu. Heaven, I'd like him to go out on loan because he's not playing. And I feel like he might be something for us. Same with Fredrickson. I'm not going to do anything else to anyone. Yeah, okay. Right. Let's continue. Right, we have a couple correspondents here. So Fredrickson's happy to go out on loan. Heaven's happy to go out on loan. And so is Leon. He's happy to go out on loan. Excellent. The next thing we have is an offer from Ahmad. I'm not going to say yes, but I am going to see like how much we can get for. Remember, we try to delegate everything first before we negotiate. Yeah, I think that makes it a bit more realistic. We've got Burnley coming up. Right, that's the lineup that we're going with against Burnley. So the players that come in is Maguire and Euro are playing at centre back. We've gotten rid of who was Martinez? Who was else? Who was playing alongside him? I don't know. I can't remember. De Ligt is out. Mazraoui's been swapped. Sesko's been put in. And of course, we have Coop Miners on the bench now. So we have that extra midfield slot. I think that's a smart loan. I do think that is a smart sign. I think I might try to utilise loans in the future. Fernandez with a shot from wide. Or from deep, sorry. I didn't mean wide. I don't know what that means. Oh, that's a good ball from Mainu to Mbemo. I thought he lost it, but no, he's done enough to keep it. Here's Sesko. Oh, who is that? Cunha. Oh, what a save. That's a brilliant save. Oh, that's a good ball. What a goal. Oh, my God. Actually, I'm not sure if that was going in or not. That was a Mainu to Mbemo. All right, they're doing the same thing again, and he's tried the same thing again, and another brilliant save. Okay, we've tried again over the top, and Sesko scores. That was Fernandez this time to Sesko rather than Mainu to Mbemo, which has been our main attempt. Oh my God! So Sesko gets 1 goal every 7 appearances for me. That has to improve, man. That has to improve. I'm delighted you scored. Brilliant ball, brilliant touch, brilliant shot. Well done. Him and Fernandez done good work. I'd say so far Mainu's man of the match. Like, he's been involved in absolutely everything. It's unfortunate that he hasn't gotten an assist yet. Oh, the big mistake at the back from Euro. Oh my goodness. Oh God. And we've done enough. Okay. And Sesko set Wemo through. Oh, we're really starting to play well. Right, hit that with your foot. Oh, for fuck's sake. Look, if you're going to hit it with the outside of your foot, keep it on the ground. And Wemo likes that. I'm going to have to just insist on swapping sides with him. And another terrible cross. Well, that one wasn't as bad as they have been before. But, you know, they're too close to the keeper every time. Right, Fernandez up the top to Sesko, and it just swapped to Mbemo. Why did it swap to Mbemo there? I was happy enough using Sesko. At the lob. Oh, God. We seem to be trying to lob Dubravka a lot. I don't think we need to do that. Right, half-time. We're 1-0 up thanks to a Sesko goal. Should be probably more. 3 maybe. I think we've been that good. Burnley haven't shown anything. Mainu has been behind everything we've done. Anything positive, you can guarantee yourself Mainu was involved at some point. Okay, here we go. We're going again. One more touch. Try cross that. It's a good ball. Mainu just couldn't quite get there. But he started off that move by winning the ball in midfield. Oh, he's won the ball again. Oh. Well, I'd say he didn't win the ball. He just got onto it. Good shot. Alright. Although sub-time is coming and Mainu is getting very tired. So I think my first sub is going to be Coop Miners for Mainu. And again, another terrible cross. Lads, we need to do something about the crossing because we are shocking. We are shockingly bad. Alright, time for his debut. It's Coop Miners coming on now. Mainu isn't exactly doing the best fitness-wise, but he's 61%. It's fine, but you know, I like fresh, and especially since Coop Miners gets his debut, I think it's fine. But I think Kobbie Mainu has won the man of the match after playing 60 minutes. But not even, actually. I think it was 55, 56 minutes he played. Incredible performance. And Amarim doesn't want to play him. Ridiculous. And they won a free kick. Wait, what? What's the foul? Ref. At least Lamans has arms, so he can save them, unlike some of the previous United goalkeepers that we've had. Good work. Right, Dorgu, keep running. Keep running. Yeah, see? Much better when you keep running. Right, Sesko, that's for you, but went to Mbeumo instead. Okay, that's unlucky. Oh my God, Mbeumo, what was that? That was terrible. Right, Euro done very good there. He made 2 tackles there to hold up that counter-attack, because that could have been bad. Mbeumo, you're lucky. Oh, the low. What's with the mistakes, guys? Mistakes on the right side of the pitch today have been pretty bad. Euro, Mbeumo, and Delo have been struggling. Ah, no, ref. What are you doing? What type of foul? Nothing? Excellent. Right. Sub-time. Okay, he got a yellow card. It's fine. Ahmad's going to be coming on. And we need someone else to come on. You know what? We're going to put Casemiro on, but we're not playing him there. Jesus Christ, no. But we are going to play him in a central midfield role and just see what happens. He should be okay if we push him up further. It might be better for him. Go. There we go. Right, we're running through. Ahmad's through. Can Sesko get clear so he can square it? No, he can't. Well, it doesn't matter. Ahmad scores. That should be the win done. We've got 11 minutes to go. Brilliant work, lads. If this was IRL Man United, I'd still be expecting us to lose 4-2, even with 11 minutes to go. Alright, there we go. Full time. 2-0. Goals from Sesko and Ahmad. Brilliant work, lads. I'm very happy with that. Napoli have rejected my offer for Scottone, which, yeah, I expected that to happen. In terms of the table, of course, it's FA Cup coming up next, which we have Palace, but that's not what I'm interested in. I am interested in the Premier League. And we're 9th. So we actually went down. I'm pretty sure we were 8th. We're now 9th. No, maybe we were 10th. I don't know. I have no clue. I have no idea where we were in the table, but... Oh my god, Chelsea are on 41. So we're 13 points behind the Europa League spots. Or 9 points behind Arsenal in 6th. Good God. Oh my Jesus. It just shows how bad the start of the season has been. But it's fine. I feel like we can actually get Europe. I feel like we're that good at the moment that we can... I say that good. We've just been that bad at the start of the season that we've gotten better. And 41.5 mil for Ahmad is terrible. So we're projecting that. They want the loan to buy for Aiden Heaven. I disagree. I'd like a 2-year loan. Off you go. So at least then we can keep Maguire without having to panic about replacing him, as long as Heaven continues to develop well. Who have we got coming up? Because I want to play Amas. Oh yeah, it's the FA Cup, isn't it? Okay, this is the bench that we're going with for this game. In fact, you know what? We'll take Euro off, put Maguire. Bam, there we go. Okay, cool. Mbemo has been dropped. And we've put on Ahmad in that right wing spot. Xerxes keeps his place up top. Right, actually, hold on, no, because we played Sesko in the last game. That doesn't matter. Cunha is going to start, although he's not looking the best, so he'll be coming off. We've got Mount. In fact, actually, you know what? Fuck this. You know what? We're doing it my way. We're not trying to be nice to players. Koopmeiners can start. Mount's going left wing. Amas starts at left back, and then of course our main centre back pairing of Martinez and De Ligt are back. Remember, this is Palace. It's not going to be an easy game. I am expecting us to concede. However, I am still expecting us to come out with a 2-1 win minimum. Go on, to actually hit that. Oh my goodness. So he picks up the ball in his own half and just walks through the pitch. I'm shocked. That's very impressive, actually. Well done, Xerxes. Just watch this. He just runs through the pitch now. It's only shown half his run because he started in like about 2/3 into our own half. Good shot from Xerxes. Well done. Koopmeiners wins the ball midfield there. Done very well. He needs some help. Doesn't matter. Xerxes going through. Hit that. Oh my goodness. Xerxes braced inside, what, 5 minutes, and he hit the post but managed to go in. So, well, he scored in the 5th minute, and then he scored in the 10th minute. So, 2 goals in 5 minutes. Wow. Well done, lads. Well done. That's impressive. Well, I was expecting a 2-1 win. At the moment, that looks like it's happening. Oh shit, they've absolutely turned us here. Oh god. Okay, well, thankfully they passed that back, because I'm not sure if they had kept going there, if I was going to be able to, you know, stay defensive. Oh, they've broken through. No, and we've managed to save it. Alright, Mazraoui's been sent there. I see Koopmeiners. Can he get it across? He can. And he just can't get it to Xerxes. That's unlucky. Koopmeiners, we all want Xerxes to get that hat-trick. Hit that on the volley. Oh my god, I thought he was going to get that. Maybe Ahmad could have shot there, but with the form Xerxes was in, I think it's fair that I passed to him. There's Koopmeiners. He's got the Ahmad. Hit that. Brilliant save. Block from Gehi, who I'm actually considering. I might put a bid in, not in the January transfer window, of course, but in the summer, depending on how our defensive work goes, I might do that. De Ligt with a shot. Oh my god, that nearly went in. Palace have already made a sub after 38 minutes. They put Mateta on. Yeah, you know what? That's fair enough. Another striker I'm interested in. Koopmeiners to Fernandez. Fernandez hits that, and unfortunately it's saved. But yeah, in terms of man of the match, it's Xerxes, of course. He got the 2 goals, but Koopmeiners is very close behind in terms of just his ability on the ball. Like, he created that second goal himself. The first one, he passed to Casemiro. Casemiro passed to Xerxes, and Xerxes just solo ran through the pitch. So that one was Xerxes. The second one, good God. Go on, hit that. Oh my goodness, man. Xerxes nearly got an assist. Brilliant work from Fernandez. Now, lads, we're really bad at crossing, and that continues. Why does it always go straight to the goalkeeper, lads? Every single one of our crosses are terrible. Good work from Mason Mount. Alright, here we go. This is a brilliant attack here. Koopmeiners involved, Xerxes involved, Ahmad involved, and yeah, just everyone was crowding at the one spot. I needed someone free on the far post. like proper free, not just like a yard or two. Knowing how our crossing is, that would end up in goalkeeper's hands, so that's why I want a bit more space. Alright, here we go. Xerxes set Ahmad off again, and I think he's lost it. No, he's kept the ball. We've crossed it. It didn't go straight to the goalkeeper's hands for once. That is impressive. I'm proud of Ahmad for doing that. It's not something that's very common nowadays. Okay, my phone just fell randomly. That's interesting. Casemiro, oh, he couldn't block that. That could concede here. Oh, they've missed it. How on earth did you miss that, guys? I'm not even going to bother making this up. Game's over. We are going to launch that. So, I was expecting a 2-1 win. I was expecting Palace to score first, to be quite honest with you. But they didn't do that. They didn't score at all. And for some reason, the crest on the back, that jacket is on the wrong way around. I have no idea how I'm wearing that. Interesting. Very interesting. They've got their UV map on that completely wrong. Alright, I have a couple transfer offers here. So, Diego Leon to Leicester. I'm pretty sure they're in Championship. I'll say 2 years. We'll say 2 years for all of these because I can always recall them if I want. It says 2 offers, but there isn't actually 2 offers there. Offers made for João Gomes, and you said 29.5. So I'm going to negotiate this because we don't actually need him currently because we've got Coop Miners who's doing so well. So what I'm going to do is he's worth 23. I'm going to offer 23. I'm not going to go any higher than 24. And do you want Gigarte? No. That's not what we're doing here. So what I'm going to do again is I'm going to offer 23. And you're going to come back with a response. It's either a yes or a no. Okay. Let's do 24. I'm not going any higher. I know I said 25, but 6% sell on. I'm going to say yes, because I can still reject them. Alright, we need to come up with a wage for João Gomes. So, I got to try to think about the future now. Oh, sorry, no, I didn't want the squad hub. I wanted the actual few. Yeah, here, team management. We're not going to have Casemiro next season. He's gone. 100% gone. But we have Ugarte here. We will have Gomes. And potentially, if Coop Miners keeps up his good form, I'll go and buy him. Okay, we're going to lose Casemiro. So I could get him now, and that would sort a load of problems for defensive midfield. That means Coop Miners doesn't have to play defensively. He can play offensively. We don't have the issue with the left winger anymore because Mason Mount will be pushed up to play left wing. And my phone went off again. I think that's a deal I'm going to go with. I feel like that's a good deal. So, what is his current wage? Right, his current wage is 58. 58,000, and he can go up to 86. So, now he's in bad form, of course, but that's because we're in the relegation zone. So what I'll do is I'll offer 55. But we're going to lowball him first of all. And I have no problem paying him anywhere. Actually, you know what, because I don't want to pay him that much. We'll go as far as 70, because worst case scenario, we don't have to sign him now. It's not like a desperate signing. So we can wait till the summer when Casemiro's gone. Because remember, I'm trying to think financially as well, because we have the financial restrictions. Because we're going to make a loss the first season, regardless. There's no way we're not making the loss. Everything they're saying, Cheeto Obi 2 mil. I'm going to reject that. So what I'm going to do is, now it's not a written rule, but I don't want to sell to English teams. I'm going to try avoid selling to English teams. Because I don't want them to come bite me in the ass. Let's say Cheeto Obi gets good. I don't want them to bite me in the ass. So we'll sell to European and anywhere that's not within England or Wales. Scottish teams, I'm sure we can agree to. Diego Leon, so Rosario Central, I'm pretty sure that's Argentina. I'll give you 2 years. Off you go. And Benfica want De Ligt? Absolutely not. That's not very realistic at all. It says 3 offers, but we literally just went through the offers there. And now we're coming up against Man City, who are first in the table. And they have Donnarumma. Alright, Heaven. So, they want 3.5 from Frankfurt. I'm going to reject that. And I am going to let him go out on loan to Brighton. Now, I'm not selling them to an English club, so I think this is fair enough to do. Because I can always recall them. But yeah, so we're going to sell, or loan out Diego Leon and Heaven. And I am waiting for João Gomes to get back to me. Okay, yeah, so offer was received. Okay, so Luke Shaw to Crystal Palace. I have no problem letting him go to Crystal Palace. But I want a decent bit of cash dollars for him. And in terms of João Gomes, 61 mil, so he only wants an extra 3k because he's on 58 at Wolves. And it's only going to cost me 24 mil. He will get better. Maybe not much. His max potential apparently is 86. That's a deal that I'm taking. So that is my first proper signing. This is the guy that I've bought. My first proper signing. Because Coop Minders is a loan. I'm happy with that. I think that's solid. That's Casemiro's replacement right there. So that's good. That's sorted. Of course, I still want, like the English-speaking team. I feel like that's how we should be doing it. Because as you see, I like my domestic style signings. But we got to get this. We have to get United steady first before we start looking to get experimental. Oh my God, but Mateta is at Barcelona. I was going to inquire about him. But he's gone to Barcelona. Only 34 mil. Oh my goodness, what a fucking steal. Oh, look at this. We have an offer for Shaw to go to Fenerbahce. I'm very intrigued to see him go to Fenerbahce. I'd happily make that sale. Because we need to recoup some money considering the fact that we just bought. Right, an offer for Club Brugge for Amas. I'm going to reject that because he is our backup left back at the moment. I'm also going to reject this offer for Diego Leon because I feel like he might be something special to have. Don't want to make the same mistake as Carreras. Don't want to be a Ten Hag. Right, there are some fitness concerns that we have. So Ahmad, for example, he isn't fully fit. However, I am going to put him on the bench instead of Casemiro. Juan Gomez is going to go on the bench to start off with. Xerxes has been rested because he's not fully fit, so Seska's gone up top. But typically, I would have preferred to have Xerxes. In fact, actually, you know what? I'm going to go with my gut feeling. No, not Cheeto Obi. Not Cheeto Obi. No. Although I'm sure he's not going to be that bad. But I want Xerxes up top. I feel like he's the best option that we have. How the mighty Man United have fallen. Right. We're playing Man City at Old Trafford. Right, so when Amram took over, or during Amram's reign, this was the last game for the club before I took over. He lost 3-0 to Man City. This is the return leg, and it's the first chance to see how I do in the Manchester Derby. Right, put a corner here. We don't score from corners. We don't even get the ball into any of our players. Although we did that time. Right, Dorgu, give that a smack. Oh, unfortunately that didn't go anywhere. Right, another cross going into the box there. And it's a strong header from Cunha, but unfortunately it doesn't go anywhere. That's a good tackle. And apparently it's a foul. Not a foul, ref, but look, you do what you need to do. City are no strangers to cheating. Oh, that's a good ball. I can't swap to any of my players, but thankfully the Ligt managed to do something there. That was dangerous, lads. I literally could not swap to any of my players. That was terrible. Radiol's doing bits there. I'm just going to cross it and see what happens. Mainu, cross that. Potential foul, I think. Yes, it is. Okay, free kick. I want Fernandez to take it. I'm going to try Mbuemo. I feel like his one could be a bit more interesting. I've never taken a free kick on this game, so we'll see how this goes. Oh, that's really curled. Oh, okay. So, in the previous FIFA, it was a lot more straight. Or at least it felt more straight. So, that's something we're going to have to learn now. Or maybe that could just be Mbuemo, because he's, left-footed. Okay, Savinho has poor man's Rory on toast there. We're holding now. But not a pass like that, Mainu. Oh my God, you're one of my better players. What are you doing? Oh, they're City are starting to boil. Oh, Jesus, they're boiling. And there's a goal. Yeah. No, the second I called it, the second I said they were starting to boil, I knew we were going to concede. Well, that's unlucky. Okay, Martinez just decided to boot that out of play for no reason. Well, he didn't even boot it out of play. He can't even do that right. I didn't tell him to do that. Okay, City are just... I'm getting bullied. This is... what you're watching is bullying. I haven't been able to get the ball. Keeper, please. Okay, good. Thanks, Lawrence. I need someone to do an overlap. I need someone close to me to run for it. Like, Mbuemo, it's all good, right? Passing and then making a run and expecting the ball back. When you're close to the guy, or running parallel or finding space, you run away into Xerxes' spot. That's not good. Now, Xerxes done nothing wrong, but fitness reasons, we're going to put Tesco up top. I don't think it's going to help. It might hinder us. But I'm thinking for the next match, because let's be honest, these big games, they're not really for United. Mainu, if he had got that ball there, Mbuemo would have been straight through. We're just unlucky with some passes just not going in our favour. Sesko to Cunha. Oh my goodness. Oh my God. Good Lord, what a shot. I don't believe what I've just witnessed. That's an absolute thundercunt. And I was saying, I thought Sesko might hinder us, and he's just gotten an absolute wonderful assist. Well, I say it was just it was just an assist. It was Cunha that made that absolutely wonderful. Good God. And that's the only way to beat Donnarumma is absolute thunder cunts like that. That's a whirly. 1-1 in Manchester. Okay, right. Well, every tackle that I made was giving advantage to City for some reason. I didn't think any of them were fouls, but anyway. Right. Coop Miners is coming on. Delow is coming on. I could take Cunha off because I feel like we're not going to get many opportunities to go through this. We're going to put Gomish on. Although I feel like that's a very negative change. Do you want to play left back for me? Yeah, you can play left back. We'll put Ahmed on. There you go. That's far more positive, and we'll keep him there. We'll keep Fernandez pushed out. What a ball, Fernandez. Goal, but it's offside. Yeah. I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining about that. Bro, man, you could have just eased off a little. You were so far offside, and there was no one near you. Even if you had been onside, like there was still no one near you. That's terrible. Another foul's been given against me. I disagree with it because there wasn't a foul. It's almost as if I'm not allowed to touch the ball. That's a handball. That's 2 handballs from Man City. And they've given a corner. 2 handballs and they've given a corner. Referee's fucking cheating. Dumb cunt. Right, Sesko, just run. Just run with it. You've got Silva that you're dealing with. Now, I don't know who this guy is that's running Ait Nori. Oh, yeah, he might catch up, actually. Yeah, he did. No help. No help up there for Sesko. That's unfortunate. But we finished 1-1 in Manchester. I'm coming out of that game feeling like I should have won. I still don't know how to wear a jacket properly. And that's probably why we didn't get the win there. That's very unfortunate. That was a wonder goal that made us draw in the end from Cunha. But I still feel like we deserved something from that game. Alright, confirmation Heaven is going out on loan. That's fine. I'm happy enough with him going out on loan because we can just take him back when we want. Diego Leon is also going out on loan. That's fine. Again, same thing. I can always call him back if I need to. And also we have Harry Amas that can back up that left back spot. And in centre back we've got a few decent players, so I'm not too concerned. Alright, and Shaw's move to Crystal Palace was rejected. So that's unfortunate. Harry Maguire wants more games. Not a chance. Shaw's happy that he's getting game time. I don't know why, because he didn't play the last few games. Dortmund wanted Mass. I will not be selling them this window. Come back to me in the summer and I'll reevaluate whether I'm comfortable with them or not. Okay, Fenerbahce have come back to me about Shaw. They're willing to offer 14.5, and I'm willing to accept 14.5. I think. How much is he worth? If I'm accepting that, I need to make sure that I'm smart enough for what I'm doing here. Sorry, that's his value. Is it value? Shaw, where are you? You're worth 14.5. Okay, I'm going to negotiate here. Let's see if I can get 17 for him. How does that sound? Let's negotiate. Because if he's worth 14.5, they're offering 14.5. That sounds fair, doesn't it? But let's see if we can get more. Let's see if we can put a little bit of a premium on this transfer. I'll be happy to let him go. He's 30. He's not going to get any better. Okay, let's 15.5. How about that? How does that sound? Okay, right, we'll just accept 14.5. I did think we weren't going to get much better than that. But that's Shaw gone. We don't have to do a testimonial for him. He's going to be gone. And I'm happy enough with that. Because he wasn't really playing for me. He was filling in. And we have players that can do that. And Man City have come in for Mazraoui. That's obviously not going to happen. Harry Mass again from Lecce. I don't know why they keep putting bids in for him, guys. Please stop. He's not on a loan list. He's not on the transfer list. He's coming back. He has played, yes, but he's gone. Or he's still going to be playing. And that's confirmation Luke Shaw has gone to Fenerbahce. I'm happy enough for that sale. Because he wasn't playing left back for me. He was barely playing centre back. It makes the finances look better, which we can have a look at here. Now, just a quick overview. So somehow, oh my god, so we're only going to be getting 17 million there, and somehow we spent 70 million. Oh yeah, the transfers. Yeah, they would. They would do that, wouldn't they? But even then, you take 24 mil out of that. 64, 44. Yeah, we're still making a massive loss. Plus the 33 mil from IRL that we've lost under Amarim. That's grim. That's really grim. And we've got Arsenal. Oh, we just played Man City. And here I was thinking we didn't have any big games this month. And then we've got Fulham. Right, there's 2 more games. We'll get these 2 games done because we've already been recording for an hour. That's a long time. Right, 11 points. We could get an extra 6 here that will put us on to 35 points, which could put us up to 7th potentially. But that's with 2 wins. I think we're going to keep the same starting 11 there. Or who started in the thing? Do you know what? We'll start... No, not Ugarte. We'll start Gomes. I want Casemiro on the bench. We're not going to start Maynard. We're going to start Coop Miners. We're just going to see what happens here against Arsenal. Let's see. This is going to be João Gomez's baptism of fire, I believe is what they call it. You should do well. First 10 minutes. My assessment is my players do not know how to dribble. They lose the ball. Every time I try to run with the ball, they lose it. So I think that's because it's raining. And for some reason, it decides that no one can touch the ball. And again, that's just what I've been dealing with the entire time. Like, I can't pass. I can't fucking do anything. I can't dribble. Hit that just like you did last time. Yeah. Look, that's the best chance we have because we can't run with the ball because the game won't allow me to. So that's the best that we have to deal with. Oh, ref, come on, that's a red card. Straight from behind. Red card him. Oh man, I didn't even mean to pass him. I was trying to pass Acuna, but I decided to boot it to him. Is there a card? Okay, he got a yellow. That's better than what I was expecting. And I'm getting a lot of, it's not lag, but it's just terrible FPS. Hit that. Oh my god, he actually used his right foot for once. And Bemo, I'm impressed. Now, there's no point calling short because we just can't get the ball to the box. So we'll just go long and it doesn't work. But that's fine. It happens. Half time, 0-0. My phone's still going off. You'd love to see it. Yeah, I think we've been alright. I don't think we've been terrible. Well, the passing's been terrible. The dribbling's been non-existent. But besides that, if you ignore those 2 crucial parts of the game, we haven't been that bad. Have we created chances? Very few. But Arsenal haven't created many either. Alright, Buemo to... Well, it's supposed to be the Xerxes. It didn't quite make it to him. But remember, the Arsenal defenders are relatively decent. And Mazraoui, that's why you don't play for Arsenal. Right, Martinez should have that. Yes, he does. And he just boots it out of play. Thank you, Martinez. That's exactly what I want you to do. Keeper. Oh my god, lads. He's got to just get rid. Oh my god. We can't even get rid of the ball. Just, when you pick up the ball, the first thing you do is you just hit it. Lads. Oh my god. It's not hard to do. You see the ball, you hit it as hard as you fucking can. And now Dorgo's got himself sent off. I won't be surprised if the last guy, Timber, got a yellow and this guy gets a red. No, he gets a yellow. Okay, you know what? I take it back. It's fair. No point putting anyone else on the line. Yeah, I was right with that. Alright, it's time for some subs. Koopmar is coming off. We're going to put Manu on. Taking Mazraoui off, putting the low on. Not really good changes, I don't think. Well, Manu is for Koopmar. That's a good change, but Mazraoui for the low. I'm not sure how that's going to go in this game. Ah, ref, that's a good challenge. Get out of here. That's nothing wrong with that. That's another shot that's terrible from Odegaard. But Odegaard's not actually that good, guys. He just makes himself, you know, fancy. He hides most of the game. Should have Declan Rice in those free kicks, I think. No, Calafiori's done well, and Buemo's just failed. Okay, right, Buemo, you're coming off. I can't be having that. Left back, we're going to put Martinez there, and we're going to just put Euro at centre back. So that's a 1, 2, 3, 4 changes. We'll try put Sesko up top. It's nothing against Xerxes again. This time I just want to try something different. Because I don't think Xerxes hasn't really gotten the ball, so I think it's unfair to complain that, you know, he hasn't done well. Oh, that's another foul. Our players are very late with their tackles. Oh, at least we won that one. That's a good challenge. Oh, ref! Not every fucking challenge is a foul. And of course, Ahmad just doesn't run in a straight line. Like, why are you running where the striker is? You can tell Martinez doesn't have the pace. So don't pass it there. Or don't run there, sorry. Like, move somewhere else. Head that. Oh my god. Keeper was rooted. I was hoping we'd get something out of that. We've won the ball late here, and of course, Sesko gives it away. dear, that's unfortunate. But 0-0 against Arsenal away from home. That's not too bad, considering we lost 1-0 IRL under Amorim. It's not going to get us Europe playing like that, especially with Spurs winning 5-0. Good Christ. But it's definitely going to keep us away from relegation zone. We're nearly on 40 points, which means we're nearly safe. We're 10 points off safety. But we're 11 points off Arsenal. That's terrible. That's absolutely terrible. The gap between me and the European positions is shocking. Outbreak. João Gomez appears under the weather, showing signs of illness. You'll need to consider the best course of action to deal with the situation in relation to that player and the wider team. Okay, I'm going to take... I'm going to send him home because we don't necessarily need him because we have some good players. It's obviously good for rotation reasons to have him, but we can afford to send him home. So there you go, João. Go home, play some FIFA, watch some LeetardPlays, and you should be fine. Dortmund want Dorgu. I'm not going to allow that because I'm actually using them at the moment. Fiorentina want Manuel Ugarte. I don't want to sell him, so we're not. I feel like Ugarte could be a key person for us. Shaw has been sold to Fenerbahce. That's excellent. Yeah, good. No, we're making some positive moves this window. Might not feel like it, but we definitely are. Atletico wants Harry Amas. I'm going to reject that because again, he's back up. We're going to reject this offer for De Ligt, and we're going to reject this offer for Sesko. I also need to make a note of João Gomes being relieved from the squad. Oh, look at this. Ruben Amorim has been brought to Real Sociedad. That's interesting. Pep Guardiola went to not Man City, to Real Madrid. Xavi Alonso was sacked. And then Thomas Vidal, that must be the women's Real Madrid team, the job that I had a potential offer for. I think that's what that is. Yeah, that's interesting that it's starting to work. I like that. Okay, right, due to Gomes being injured, I decided why not change the whole team. So, as you can see, the bench is a bit of a mess. No Heaton, no backup goalkeeper. We're hoping Lamens doesn't get injured. Otherwise, we're fucked. So, back four changes. Amas gets his first start underneath me. Maguire and Euro are going at centre back, Delov right back. Ugarte's returning into that midfield slot, and Mainoo's getting a starting spot back. Ahmad and Mount are going to be our wingers, and of course we've got the GOAT Xerxes up top. Let's see how we do against Fulham. This is the last game of episode 4, so hopefully this we go out with a win. That's some good work there, and unfortunately Mainoo overran it, of course. Right, here we go. This is Fulham's first attack of the game. They're still working their way through here, and they're lucky that, well, not they're lucky, I'm lucky that stopped where it was. And they have a chance. Oh god, okay, I think we're a bit lucky there. Right, Mainoo's been making a lot of mistakes. He goes to make runs and he immediately stops. He's been losing the ball constantly. Poor passing as well. It's not been a good game for him, which is a bit unfortunate considering he was one of my best players so far this season. And Amas has just made a massive cock up there, giving that ball straight to Adama Traore. You gotta win that back. Oh my god, Maguire, why did I press the fucking tackle button? But it's fine, Amas made up for it. Now, we gave away a corner which isn't great. Well, at least he didn't get a shot on goal. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Alright, we need to just relax a little, because we're all over the gaff. That's a good ball, straight to Mason Mount, who's taking his fucking sweet ass time with that. Give that a good cross, and of course no one's near where the ball's landing. Good stuff from Maguire to win that. Look at Maguire go! Hit that! Oh! Oh my goodness! Harry Maguire has just scored an absolute worldie. He's the actual GOAT, guys. I called Xerxes to go when we were looking at the starting lineup. Turns out the GOAT's actually at centre back. Oh my god! Whoa. Why did he keep running? Because I didn't tell him to do that. I know you can get the players to do that, but I didn't tell him to do that. He just decided that, the GOAT was sick of standing at the back and goes in with an absolute wonder finish. My goodness. Oh look, when the GOAT decides he wants to score, he scores. And it's always last minute FC, which, as you're about to see, refs put the ball for half time. Here we go. 1-0 at half time. thanks to the GOAT Slabhead with an absolute brilliant finish. That's good. That's good work from him. Manu, on the other hand, is not having the best game, but I have faith in him because he's been so good under my tenure, and because he had such a bad time at the start and he was there doing well, I'm still going to keep faith in him. Unlike Sesko, where I criticise him consistently, Manu's earned a bit of peace. Alright, they have a chance here, but Maguire does enough. Oh no, he didn't do enough. Oh, he did. Okay. I was about to say he didn't do enough there, but of course he did. You decided that ball was going out of play. Alright, so I'm going to take Manu off. And it's nothing against him. I thought he's been okay, but I'm going to put Casemiro on, which seems like a bit of a dodgy move. I'm putting on a very defensive midfield. But I think it has to be done. Nothing against Manu. I will keep faith in him, unlike Sesko, because he's earned it. Right, let's get that ball in the box. Maguire again, and Maguire nearly scored. Again. Right, we're getting a bit exposed here. Thankfully Euro intercepted that, otherwise that could have been us in serious trouble, because we could not get the ball off them. Oh my goodness. Oh, Delo. Come on, man. Like, that wasn't even close to a teammate. Alright, this is the last attack of the game here. All we have to do is clear that. And game over. There we go. 1-0 win. That's all you need. You don't need these big flashy 5-0 wins that Man City or Liverpool are able to get. Or Spurs. All you need is a 1-0 win, and that's enough to win the league. So well done, lads. And City beat Spurs 2-0. Jesus. Arsenal beating Leeds 2-1. That doesn't put any good hopes for our European dreams. Sesko's put in a nice little message saying he's thankful for all the first team action he's getting. I think he's played about half the available games. And we have some deals here, but I can't actually check the table. Alright, we'll finish our transfers and then we'll have a look at that. Alright, we were given a transfer offer for Manuel Ugarte. I'm going to reject that. I don't want him to go, so we're not doing that. Offer Dorgu. We're not doing that. Again, he's starting left back. He's staying. Alright, Dorgu is in very high demand. That's another offer for him. We're rejecting that again. Dorgu's going to stay, and he's going to bring United back to glory. Hopefully, another offer for him. Oh my god! Alright, I'm just going to ignore it, guys. Please. Why is he in such high demand all of a sudden? Right, and a final last hour offer for Cheetah Obi from AC Milan. I'm going to reject that as well. I did say I'm open to selling to teams outside of England and Wales, but not right now. I need to decide what I'm doing with Cheetah Obi. Right, so there's no scouts available, but we have got 2 to send out, and we're going to send them out for 3 months. But we got to decide what countries we send them to. Alright, so the other way I said I wanted to send my scouts out to English-speaking countries. Well, I'm pretty sure you can go to any country in the world, really, in FIFA now. I think you can scout any nationality, which gives me an idea for potential future career mode. But at least for this one, anyway, what we're gonna do is we're gonna spin the wheel, and we're gonna spin it twice because there's 2 scouts that we have. I was going to go to one of these countries. The countries that I have are England, Wales, Scotland, Ireland, Northern Ireland, Australia, New Zealand, USA, Canada, Gibraltar, and Malta. As I'm pretty sure they all have English as their first language. I might be incorrect, potentially. I'll hold my hands up if I am. I might be missing a couple, but these are the ones that we're going to start with. We can always add them in as the career mode goes on. So, this is going to be scout number 1. Wales looks like it's going to be it. So, well done to Wales. Right, so that's done. We're not gonna remove Wales because we want them for the next one as well. But if we got Wales again, we'll just spin again because we always can't send 2 scouts out to the same country. It doesn't work like that. Are we going to Scotland? No, that's Wales, I think. Okay, we'll spin again. England. Okay, so it's Wales and England that we're sending the scouts out to. Okay, right. Well, that's interesting enough. Now, I'm not going to make a habit out of doing that, but I think it's more or less an interesting way of find out what country we're going to, because otherwise I'd just send it to Ireland all the time. Without a shadow of a doubt, it would just be Ireland every single time that I'd send a scout out for. Now, in terms of the positions that we want, remember, so it's Wales. We'll probably do a winger. We'll go with 2 wingers for Wales, because I'm trying to think, like, what position do we even have? Maybe a centre mid. I think that might be the option for Wales. I mean, I'm not going to overpack so many players or so many positions into one scout, because I don't think we need them. I'm only going to go for the positions that I feel like we desperately need. And for here, we're going to go with a centre back and a striker. And probably, you know what, we could probably do a right back as well. Bam, there we go. We're going to see what's going to come up, because these guys aren't going to come into the starting 11 straight away. But it might be interesting to see what they do. And right now, we're playing Spurs. Really? We're playing Spurs. So we've had City, Arsenal, and then a Fulham game, and Spurs. So 3 of the last 4 games against Big Six. Again, I'm going to reject that. I'm not interested in the national team stuff. This isn't like, you know, the previous career mode where I was trying to, you know, make Ireland great and all that. We might do something like that in the future, but as of right now, we're no interest. Chidobe wants to go to Real Betis. I'm curious about that. I think that might be. Bayinder's just gone for 6.5 mil. I didn't do that. Excellent deal. I had nothing to do with that. Okay, so Bayinder went for 6.5 mil. I had nothing to do with that. So that's obviously the board took over. Now I'd rather he didn't go to an English team, but I had 0 control over that transfer. But with that, I should probably show you what the Excel sheet looks like now. Once since we've got the first transfer window out of the way, and that's typically when you want to show it. Oh, yeah, Sesko wants to play. Yeah, that's great, pal. I don't necessarily want to play you because of poor form. And Joel Gomez is back from his illness, so that's a positive. Okay, right. So I've updated the Excel sheet, and this is probably, I'm only going to show up probably twice a season. Once after the end of the January transfer window, and then at the end of the season once I actually fill in everything properly. So in terms of what we've done, I'll start off with the transfers. So we brought in 2 players. One was Team Coop Miners on loan for 6 months. There's no fee there other than just paying his wages. I tried to get the potential of players. Now I will have to look up the potential for the players that we've sold and loaned out, because I don't know what they are. But at least when you're buying players, it gives you a rough idea of what the potential is supposed to be. So that kind of makes it better. Yeah, look, this is a bit messy, this Excel sheet. So it could be done better. But for now, you're just going to have to deal with it the way it is. I'll fix in that colour in a second. Well, yeah, so spent 24 mil on transfers. So that's João Gomez there. Well, he's Casemiro's replacement, so that is a good deal, I think. And then transfers out, Malacia, we got 7.4 mil for him. Aiden Heaven and Diego Leon are 2-year loans, so they're not going to cost anything. Luke Shaw to Fenerbahce, 14.5 mil. And then finally, a deal that I had nothing to do with, but I'm kind of glad it happened, is Altad Biendir to Wolves. Now, of course, I didn't want to sell him to an English team, but look, we got the max amount of money for him anyway, since, you know, the board are the one doing that transfer. So that's not too bad at all. So we've made 4.4 million from transfers this season. I am including the Biendir one because that'll technically go through on the 1st of July. But I'm taking credit for it now, so we can add it in there. Otherwise, we would have made a loss. So yeah, we gotta really push our sales next year. So if you look over to the right side here, we have our discipline. Now this is probably something I'm not going to keep track of until the end of a season, because it does take a bit of time to fill in. So I'm not going to do that now until the end of every season, just so it's easier. And the idea of doing this is just to see, well, who's getting sent off the most or who's getting booked the most. Is it a position thing? Is it just, you know, me playing badly? You know, is this something that we improve on the more successful we become, or is it always going to be standard? Because at the moment, this is a lot.
I should say that this yellow card for Coop Miners is from the Champions League when he was playing with Juventus. This has nothing to do with me. And João Gomez has 3 yellow cards. He's gotten a single, or he hasn't got a single one for me. This is all from when he was at Wolves. So it's nice to see that those stats carry over. But at the moment, it's Bruno Fernandes and João Gomez that have the most yellow cards. But I can't really comment on João Gomez because I didn't do it. Lastly, we have one more, which is the injuries. So I know Lisandro Martinez got injured at the start of this career mode, but that was when Amarim was there. So we're going to ignore that. So Mason Mount got injured for me. That was for 8 weeks. He was injured on Amarim, then he came back under me, and he immediately got injured. So that's where I start counting the injuries from, was when I take charge. Frederick Dorgu, leave of absence, if you remember back to episode 2. So yeah, so he lost 1 match. And then João Gomez got the virus in this episode, so I left him out for 10 days. And I have a colour coordinate as well. I have little stats here. And you can read, just saying what each thing is for. In fact, I might even just move that over a bit so you can actually read what it says. So anyway, now we have that. That's enough. I won't show this Excel sheet until the end of the season because it's boring. I know it's boring. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. And in episode 5, we'll be pushing on with the league and hopefully fighting for those European spots.